No, look, they had some good scrimmages, as we've been told. They're an athletic team. They'll play fast. They will press, and they really change up their defenses, which would be something new for us. We got to make sure with Johnny running the point, and of course a freshman Tyler backing him up. We got to make sure we recognize defenses, and I'm more worried about us than who we're playing right now. I think we've had a really good week in the last week of getting better, and guys locking into to relishing their roles and stepping up and getting better. And we had a really good practice yesterday. Justin Tillman was back yesterday, so that really helps. And now we just got to continue to keep moving forward and getting better. We have our hands full. Grambling, they want to get off to a great start like we do, and then very quickly we play North Florida, so it's a big weekend for us to be prepared. But we got to take care of our stuff first.
How much do you anticipate Justin being available Friday? I know it's only Tuesday, but
yeah, I probably answered that better on Thursday. But he felt pretty good after practice. Talked to him last night, and felt pretty good this morning. So hopefully we'll be in a good position and give us some good minutes, but we're gonna be smart with it too. We have a great trainer. Eddie Binion's been around here for a while now. He's dealt with stuff like this, so I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna stay in my lane when it comes to that stuff, and he'll tell me what he can and can't do. But he looked pretty good yesterday, that's for sure.
Coach, you mentioned on Friday that you had 20 assists on 38 baskets. Is there like a benchmark in that area that you shoot for, and how do you kind of work on sharing the ball physically in practice?
Well, we work on it every day, Wayne. Every day we work on it, and we talk about it, and I make a big deal about guys getting their teammates great shots because guys, as you're taught basketball and then as you play, I got to get my shot. I got to make a play. Sometimes the best play you can make is getting your teammate a great shot. It's a great team success, as I like to say. So we relish that all the time. We talk about it all the time, and I think it carries over. That was everywhere I've been. That's a big deal. Share the basketball, and I always say if you share the basketball and try to make your teammates better, it comes back to you tenfold. I say it all the time. I'll never stop. So when we want to have 75% of our baskets assisted. It's just because we're being very aggressive, but we also know when a teammate's open, get him the ball, give him a chance to finish the play.
Is there a different energy in practice this week now with the game being real?
Yeah, I mean preseason's long for sure. Preseason's been hard. Practices have been very long. Now it's shorter, more intense. Guys know it's for real coming up, and I know when you're a senior, junior, and senior, you've been through a bunch of preseasons. You can't wait to get to that first game to know it's for real and it's go time. So, yeah, I definitely think there's a sense of urgency, but also guys are really excited, as well as the coaches. I am for sure.
Coach, you mentioned defensive breakdowns and kind of the lollipop pass. There were two things you might pull from the last game going into this week. How do you feel like maybe have improved it last couple days of practicing that?
Well, yesterday was pretty good. We really worked on the defensive end yesterday and finding ways to rebound different ways and getting everybody involved on the defensive end. So it's just an emphasis. That comes with just doing it over and over again until it becomes habit, and carryover is the word I used the other day. We got to have carryover from a drill to live play in practice, from live play in practice to a live game, and especially on Friday night at 7. We got to be able to stop people in the press and stop people in half court. And then I'm one of those guys. I'm active in practice. I'm on guys. I call them breakdown habits. You have just habits that you've been able to get away with in high school or in playing pickup in the summer that break your team down at this time of the year. We got to get rid of those habits. And sometimes it's leaving your feet to pass the ball, or a lollipop pass across the court, or bounce passing against the zone. You don't do that. You got to whip the ball around against the zone, and those are little things that we just got to break those habits down and make sure they don't show up on Friday night and throughout the season.
You hear a lot of coaches in football will script the first 15 plays. Do you script first 4 minutes? Do you script certain plays, or is it first 2 minutes in and see what happens?
No, we script it. It's probably as much as we probably don't call it. We don't script it as much as a package. hey, when these 5 guys are in, these are the 3, 4, 5 things we want to emphasize or maybe run. If this group is in, this is a package of plays that we want to run or ideas. My goal is that we never have to call a play because the guys are humming and moving and knowing how to play, and they don't need me. I don't want to call every play every time down the court. Now, there's opportunities we're going to do that depending what the defense does, but ideally, my work's in practice, and then the games are for the guys, and Johnny runs the show, and Johnny he says something to the players and wants to do it. That's on Johnny. So I hope that's the plan, that we get there, that we're running our motion and we're playing fast, and the guys are attacking and sharing the ball, that we don't have to call one play. But when it does get down to 5-on-5 situations, we do have packages of things we want to do with specific groups out there.
What do you expect it to be like out here
on Friday? There's a lot going on. Season opener, your homecoming, 100th consecutive sellout. Kind of how do you prepare the guys for what it's going to be like?
Job at hand. Period. It's all that stuff is awesome for Ram Nation, but for our guys, they have a job to do for 40 minutes. We as a coaching staff have a job to do for 40 minutes, and you got to be locked into the moment. I'm big on. I use the term in the now. You got to be in the now. All that stuff is great, and that's one reason why we came here, and we all love it so much, because so many people care and there is so much fanfare. But we're all here, or our staff and our players are here because we love basketball, and we want to do well at basketball. So those 40 minutes of basketball, we got to be in that moment, in the now, as I like to say, and be locked into what we need to do. And if you care about the team, you care about your teammates, you care about the team and the program, then those 40 minutes, you got to be locked in and do your job. And we've been emphasizing that for the last 2 weeks for sure.
I know that you don't have much to do with the schedule, the non-conference at least, or the conference schedule, really, since a lot of that was set up before you got here. And maybe you're one of the guys that just says, I only know that we're playing Grambling State, but you've already mentioned North Florida, so I assume you know at least that much. What do you think of this non-conference as you get ready to start it?
Oh, it's a bear. I mean, there's some really good teams on that schedule, great teams on that schedule, national programs. There's some teams that we're playing that are in for great, exciting seasons throughout the year in their league. So I mean, it's a bear, but it is what it is. And look, I'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere. That's how I've always been, and that's how VCU's always been, and that's how we're going to approach it. And when you're out in the court, nobody asks you what year are you coaching this team, what your age is as a player, what grade you're in. They want to know, can you play or not? And that's our approach. We go out there for 40 minutes. We measure ourselves up against somebody else, no matter if it's Grambling or somebody in Hawaii or somebody in the A-10. I mean, it is what it is. And we got to make sure we figure a way out in 40 minutes to pull out a win. And we talk about all the time is that's the only thing we can control. Can't control. We can control right now getting ready for Friday night. Can't control the Monday or next Friday or what's going to happen in Hawaii. So no reason to even talk about it or worry about it. Let's prepare today to control the next thing up, which is Grambling at 7 o'clock on Friday. Schedules are schedules. Good programs play other good programs, and we're a good program, so we're going to go out and play people.
Have you been able to determine, you guys came from the same staff when Shaka was here, but have you been able to determine how much different it is for your seniors under you than it was under Will? Have you been able to gauge, how much different it is for them, and to be kind of cognizant of that, or not really?
No, I'm just going to be me. I mean, I don't know if that's not a great answer, but that's the truth. I'm not them. I love those guys. They've taught me a lot. I hope I helped them a lot. But I'm me. If I'm going to bet on anybody, I'm betting on me. Our team is going to bet on each other. That's just how it's going to be. But I think as you coach, you take things from other people to help you become a better coach. And I sure did that when I was here with Shaka. And I don't mean just taking things from Shaka that he had, but from Mike Jones and Jeremy Ballard and from Coach Wade and everyone around the program, as well as, heck, man, I do a lot of things because the time I spent with Hal Nunley at Randolph-Macon and my time around Pat Flannery, my college coach, we still do. I was on the phone with him yesterday talking about our motion offense. So yeah, you take from others, but for the players, there's some things at VCU aren't going to change no matter who the coach is. There's going to be a culture that is very competitive and very hardworking. Some people like to say there's a swag to playing at VCU. I hope so. I hope we have that. But I also know that each team takes on the personality of the head coach, and I hope our guys are doing that. I don't know how different it is. You'd have to ask them, but I do know that there's just certain things we're going to do because they're very important to me and our staff that might be less important to other guys that they might have played for. That's just how it is everywhere when there's a coaching change.
Coach, with the 100 consecutive sellouts, obviously success in the court is big, but what are some of the other driving factors you think behind that streak?
Well, it's pretty awesome if you think about it that VCU on Friday night has had 100 straight sellouts. It's unbelievable. There's not many other programs in the country can say that, and some really good ones. That's special, and all our fans and our administration who put all this together on game day are such a big part of it, and they should be commended for it all the time. And we want to get 100 more. We want to get to 200. And our job as a basketball staff and as a basketball program is continue to recruit basketball players that want this to be very, very important to them and to us. Work really, really hard, put the best product out there, and go win basketball games. And I think the way we play is a lot of fun. So it's just not a 40-minute basketball game. It becomes an enjoying. You can enjoy the event, but also I think it's important to always talk about the players before all of us, the players recently, and of course the players that will keep coming here at VCU. They're special kids. They want to work really hard, and they want to represent VCU basketball the right way, and I think that's why people keep coming back. It's fun to be around our guys. I think we have really good guys that work really hard for all those people in those seats.
You had the emotions. You and your family had the emotions when you introduced. You talked about what it meant to be here as a head coach, all the things you wanted to do, and you dove in for 6 months. Have you given any thought to what it's going to be like to walk on the court for real, it counts, and you're the head coach?
Probably not yet, because it's just, all right, what do we got to do today? But I know it's close, and it's just, I hope I'm an example for a lot of people that you just put your head down and work really hard, and you would love to have that dream job or that ideal situation for your career. For me, it's even better. I'm in the area that I would love to raise my family, that my kids were born at. My wife's best friends are here. On top of that, I'm at a school that, my wife and I used to come here and watch games on like a date night and watch VCU basketball play. And I used to say, man, that'd be an awesome place to coach. Well, now I am coaching here, and I am the head coach here. That it's special. I'm humbled and appreciative every day for it. It's pretty cool. But I hope there's young coaches and our players see that, hey, do things the right way. Work really hard, and hey, some really good things could happen for you. And I hope I'm an example of that. And so I'll be really, really humbled Friday night. I have to wear a suit now, so I guess it's really official. But it's a really neat thing. It's a really neat thing, and there's a lot of people along the road, for me personally, that's been with me the whole time, and I think they'll enjoy it just as much as I will.
Coach, you had Chris Lane last year, shot over 103 pointers at Longwood. Didn't have one against that Virginia Union team. Do you see him getting an opportunity from the perimeter, or do you need him more on the interior?
Yes, no, he'll. You have a big guy that can shoot the ball. We got to get him shots, and we've been talking about that this week. And Chris just didn't. He got out there a couple of times. He just didn't force any, and he also knew. I mean, he's doing a great job running the floor and scoring around the basket. And one thing about Chris, he's a really good feel, especially on the offensive end, where to find the spots. And I think he even said that last week. I just try to find my spots to score and to get the ball. And I thought he did that differently. There's more of a zone where we didn't step him out as much. Plus, Justin wasn't in uniform. That will change some things as well. But he's definitely a guy we want to shoot threes. I think he wants to play the perfect game all the time. And I said sometimes you just gotta let it fly, man. And he knows that. He's feeling that. So, but no, you'll definitely see him shooting some threes for sure.
How does it feel about you calling him Chrissy?
Yeah, I said it one time, but someone caught it, but he's I'm really proud of him. He's doing well in school, and he's in unbelievable shape, and so I have a nickname for all our guys on the team, and bust chops, and our relationships with our players go well beyond the court, so we bust chops a lot around here, and they bust my chops too, so it's 50-50 for sure.